So here we have two beautiful smartphones which today I'm going to be comparing. I have the Nuu G3 and the Elephone U Pro, both phones that I've had on this channel, unboxed and reviewed both of them. Both of these are great phones. The Nuu G3 comes in at around $200 and the Elephone U Pro comes in at around $400. You might be able to get a little bit less than that. Now I wanted to compare them today because when you put them side by side they do look very similar. And I also wanted to compare a Snapdragon 660 with a Helio P25 smartphone. But first, obviously you can tell here we are looking at looks, and both do look very similar. Nuu G has the slightly darker blue compared to the Elephone U Pro. Both have front and back glass, and the light reflects off the back pretty much exactly the same on both smartphones. Looks really stunning. One of the plus points for the Elephone U Pro, I suppose, is that they've crammed in a 6-inch screen or 6-inch display into that body. And when you compare the length of both the phones, they are very similar in height. I think the U Pro might be slightly taller and slightly wider, but there's not much in it at all. Whereas the G3 is only a 5.7-inch display. Obviously the U Pro has the beautiful curved screen, which does look stunning. But at closer inspection, when you look at the Nuu G3 down the edge, because of the curved glass, it does sort of give that feel and look as if the icons are bending around the display. But in reality, the display is not curved, it's just the glass. Around the edges of the frames, you can see that they're very similar, even the bottoms and the tops. There are only slight subtle differences. But I think there's only real one winner in terms of design and quality, and that will go down to the Elephone U Pro, purely because of the beautiful flexible infinity AMOLED display, and also cramming the 6-inch smartphone in that body of the phone, because the two phones together are pretty much the same size anyway. But in terms of price, I think there's around about $200 difference between the two, if maybe a little bit less. But in terms of quality, is the Elephone U Pro $200 better than the G3? Let me know. We're now going to go on to speed and performance, and then we're going to do a camera test. Got no recent items. So the U Pro is the Snapdragon 660. This is around $400 smartphone versus Helio P25, a $200 smartphone. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let's start the browser test. Let's open Chrome. Not much difference in there at all. I think the U Pro just about nipped that. I'm going to keep these apps open in the background. Next one will be Play Store. Ooh, on par again. Not much in it. Settings. U Pro just about nips that. Twitter. U Pro again. NatWest banking app. U Pro again. YouTube. U Pro. The camera app. U Pro just. Device info. U Pro just. Not much in it. It's definitely not $200 between them. Difference anyway. So let's go to the Play Store. Download and install an application. Let's try Spotify. Install. Okay, U Pro's finished downloading, and that should smash its way through the install now. There we go. G3 lagging behind. purely for download speed. Should take a few seconds to install maybe. That's not too bad. I think it took slightly longer to install once it was downloaded, maybe a couple of seconds. Download speed can't really be helped. So there's not much between them in terms of performance and speed, but there is quite a lot of difference in price tag. Around $400, around $200. Is there a $200 difference in terms of performance? I don't think there is. Now we're going to jump on to the camera, which will be our last test. So both these phones have a 13 megapixel rear camera. Both are also real dual cameras, as the bokeh effect portrait mode work quite well on both, but we'll compare the two and see which one we prefer. Front facing cameras, 8 megapixel front facing on the Elephone U Pro, whereas the G3 has a 13 megapixel front facing camera. So it's going to be interesting to see which cameras come out on top. Also with a Snapdragon 660 in here supporting the camera. This is a MediaTek chip, which are not always renowned for their cameras. Okay, let's get into the test. Okay, so we have the Nuu G3 versus the Elephone U Pro. This is the front-facing camera. Elephone U Pro goes up to 1080p, whereas the G3 only goes up to 720. At the moment, Elephone U Pro is at 1080, Nuu G3 is at 720p. Now, I'm going to turn Elephone U Pro to 720p, so we're comparing both resolutions the same. Let's go. Okay, so we're now back in 720p on both phones, so it's a little bit fairer. And straight away, I can tell by the colour of my top. On the Elephone U Pro, that is more of a natural colour on the U Pro. It looks a little bit washed out on the G3, and my face looks nice and clear and sharp on the U Pro. A little bit washed out on the G3, but there is a $200 difference on this smartphone. This is me directly in front of a window. The U Pro looks nice, very, very nice, nice and vibrant. Some good colours. This is with light directly behind me, and the G3 handles that better. G3 handles that really, really nice. So we'll walk through here. So it looks like got a lot ill. So the U Pro struggles a little bit in dark. G3 is definitely a little bit better in low light. There's some flickering now on the U Pro. Let's stop now. Obviously, there's graininess, quite a lot of distortion in both of the phones. But there's quite a bright light on the G3. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm standing in front of the door with a little window there. G3 handles the low light better. It's good. Okay, so this is both phones in 1080p. Another little wander around. Again, the U Pro does look more vibrant. It does look better. Some better colours in there as well. What are you watching, Colby? On your tablet?
There's pumpkins there, and Papa goes down, and then she bursts into it, and then she breaks it.
Oh no. Let's go in the dark area and for the rear camera then, again. So, as you can see, the G3 is brighter. I suppose the U Pro is more natural, but the G3 gives it a little bit of extra light so you can see things a little better. Okay, so I'm going to quickly nip outside and show you some of the footage outside. Let's have a look. There we go, look. Again, the G3 shows my face a lot better than the U Pro. But the U Pro, fantastic colours. colour accuracy is really good on the U Pro. Cool. Which one do you prefer? Some 1080p footage outside. Again, look at the vibrant U Pro. U Pro does look better. Autofocus and detail is quite good on both cameras. Let's have a look at some plants, some flowers. And over to the little shed. Cool. Okay, they both shoot at 4K, so here's just a short clip on some of the 4K footage. Obviously these videos will be uploaded in 1080p, so you won't see the true 4K resolution. Okay, that's the 4K. So apologies for the length of this video, but I've gone fairly in depth in terms of performance, camera and design and quality. And maybe this video has swung you in which smartphone you'd actually buy. I'd like to know your thoughts on the camera test as well. My thoughts on the camera test is the U Pro does give vibrant colours on pictures and videos. Portrait mode on the G3 is better, and the G3 handles low light environments better than the U Pro. They both have 4K capabilities, so it is a tough one. I'm going to let you guys decide. For me, it's probably a draw. If I could squash these phones together and make it a complete phone, that would be excellent, but I can't, because I love the portrait mode on the G3. It's excellent. You know, there's detail in both pictures and videos on both the cameras. It's just the colour on the U Pro. It looked more vibrant. There's more life in the pictures and videos. But that's it, guys. That is my comparison of the G3 and the Elephone U Pro. Please leave a comment below if you've got any questions. Subscribe and give a thumbs up. And also, guys, don't forget the giveaway that I'm doing at the moment to win the VK World S8. A link to that is in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.